Hazemig here, and we are doing, this is the vlog for the 3D MAF, so we're going to go like take this bad boy apart and see what we need to do to get it installed. I think we're going to go ahead and install it. As you saw in the last video, we did like a little fitment. We took this with the intake that I had in there, and we put this one in, and it looks like it fit actually better, so we'll go with this. Like I said, I don't even know what car this is off of. I think it's from an Eclipse. It's from some Eclipse. I don't know, man. It's definitely not from a 2G. Okay, so there it is. Handiwork of somebody else on Galant VR4. So there's a little brackets here and stuff with like grommets and stuff. I don't think this mounts to anything on the Galant, so it's like I said, the Galant, my Galant has like a weird setup. So one thing for sure that has to go is this stuff right here. Okay, so take a look at this guy. So it's some kind of sensor or something. We don't need it. So we're gonna go ahead and take that out. That one looks like it's the easiest one to take out. So all it is a like a 10. Hopefully we can get that off. That's got to come off because like the wiring harness is like kind of in the way of it. Okay. Okay. I think it's a 10. I think. Yep. Let's take this off. I think this is a boost control solenoid, which we don't need because we're using a manual boost controller. You know what we could do though is we could add a button to the, we can add a switch to the car that would allow it to boost like stock boost, and then boost like whatever the manual boost controller does by just hitting the switch. I have that on my Eclipse and it works actually pretty good, but there's like no room for it. If we can't leave it on this bracket, that's what I'm saying. So if we did want to use these, we could. I don't really even know where to hook it up. So okay, so that's what came out. That's good. That's everything I wanted it to come out. This is it's got some kind of like spark plug wire holder thing or wire holder, and then this BCS, right, this solenoid dealy here. So the whole thing came out. That's good. So what's left is this. I think it'll be okay. So we're just gonna put that in my parts box, and that's about it, I guess. Oh, there's this one also. We should probably take that out. This kind of gets in the way also. I'm not really sure how this mounts. I think it's just clipped on there. Boom. Easy. So that was just slide that in there like that. So I don't really know what this is either, man, but it's another kind of, it's like looks like it's a kind of, so it's another like solenoid type valve or something. Alright, I guess I could look up the part number and see what it really is, but we don't really need it. So you got a bunch of like kind of brackets still sticking out. If these get in the way, we'll chop them off. But yeah, if anything gets in the way, we'll chop it off. But this is what's left, this stuff and this stuff here. And then there's like a hole here. I don't like that either. There's some kind of RTV stuff on this. So we'll clean it up a little bit, but I think we'll go ahead and use it. It fits pretty good. I have to say, I think the other intake is better because it's easier to clean. Yeah, so alright, so let's go take the screws out on this bad boy and see what's inside here. Okay, alright, let's see what's inside this bad boy. So the only thing that's really holding it are these screws here. I wish it was kind of more like the stock setup, where it has those clips that hold it together. There's 3 screws that hold it together. Let's see, I'm pretty sure you can run this open also, so you don't need the can. And maybe we'll just do that and then put this on when we need the smog, you know. But like I said, I like using this. I like using this because it keeps the filter from getting dirty when it sits around. So, all right, oh, there we go. It's a K&N filter, by the way. There you go. Oh, it's pretty nice. It's got a it's got one of those big fat adapter thingies, so I think it should be fine. If I wanted to keep it from leaking, hold on. So let's take a look at the inside of this. I'll probably wash all this too. So there's this. Okay, so there's this guy. It's got all the K&N stuff in it, so it really is a K&N filter. So I'll go ahead and wash this. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm not really gonna do much with it. I don't really want to paint it or anything because it's nice. It's in great shape, except for the inside. The inside's a little bit dirty, but that's to be expected. That's where all the stuff goes in. But as you can see, you can just let it hang off of the thing there. You could also probably make some kind of bracket that goes from here to somewhere. Okay. So I don't know how well sealed that is, but as you can see, some of the gasket on this is like coming off. If it's leaking from here, it's not such a big deal, but yeah, dirt will get into your engine and stuff, so that's not so good. But so what I might do is just put some RTV along here to make sure this has a good seal, and then just kind of torque these down to make sure they're all the right torque and everything, and then maybe put some RTV around here. There's a gasket here, but there's no gasket here, so what's to say that this doesn't leak either? So what I'm going to do is just slather some RTV grease or RTV sealant around here. That way it seals it. So okay, the filter looks like it's pretty clean. Should I clean it? It looks like it doesn't even have oil on it. So yeah, I may clean and oil it too. Okay. So that's what we're working with, and we can just install it like that too. So, but like I said, it gets really dirty if you just leave it in the engine bay like that. So I stopped using open element filters, but it's a good filter. It's a performance filter, so that should do a trick right there. All right, so I'm gonna go wash this inside and out when the weather is nice, and we'll take this filter off. I think if you just want to clean the filter, the best thing to do would just be to take the whole daggone thing out. Yeah, but it's actually not too bad a setup. Okay, so there's the filter right there. It's actually pretty clean. I wonder if I should clean it. Maybe we'll just oil it. Yeah, it actually looks fine to me. I think it's clean already. It's a little dusty. What I'll do is I'll blow it with the air hose, and then we'll oil it again. It doesn't look like there's no oil in there. It looks like it's just dry. So we'll put some K&N filter on. It is a K&N filter, so I see no reason not to put K&N filter oil in it. It's in great shape. Okay, and so here's the MAF right here. This is the 3G MAF. This is the 482 MAF. This comes from like a Mitsubishi Montero, I think. It says 6. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some alcohol and rub off all this kind of purple stuff here, so it looks nice. And then I'll spray it with some MAF sensor cleaner. You're not supposed to use it on this. It says not to, but that's okay. And yeah, it looks like it's pretty good shape. Those are all the honeycombs right there. And then this is the air horn they're talking about. It kind of gets in the way or something. Just make sure you leave this in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start torquing this bad boy. Well, just not torque it, but I'm just going to make sure it's tight enough. For some reason, see this one doesn't go all the way, but this one goes through all the way. This one goes through all the way. That's a different screw. So I want to see if I could find another nut for this, so it goes all the way. Okay, I'm just going to double check and make sure this is nice and snug here. Okay. Let's go across. I couldn't find another nut, by the way. We'll just use that one. Should be fine. Okay. It's probably never going to come off anyways, you know. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's in there pretty good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to try to rub some of this purple stuff off. Because it makes it look like it came from a junkyard, which is probably where it came from. I have to say, this is pretty slick, whoever made this. It's like they just got a piece of sheet metal, and then they traced it around the MAF, and then they cut it out. I don't even know how they cut that out, now that I think about it. That's a good question. How would you cut? I guess you could use a cutting wheel. Yeah. Probably use the cutting wheel to do it. So I wonder, that makes me wonder like what it looks like behind here, you know, or maybe they might have used some kind of like some kind of cutting machine or something. I don't know. But it's actually pretty nice. I'm actually quite impressed with it. It looks good. Yeah, I think that should pass smog. Alright, so it's a little dirty, so we're going to try to clean it up a bit. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some alcohol here. And we're going to go rub that purple stuff off of there. Okay, hopefully it comes off. If not, we may have to use some stronger stuff. Okay, I'll just keep at it. Alright, I used the Goo Gone. Goo Gone got it off much quicker, so I was just scrubbing and scrubbing with that alcohol. Paint pan was a pretty thing. Okay, yeah, now it's off. Cool. Alright, now it looks like stock. This is the stuff that I use. I use Goo Gone. Goof off, Goo Gone, something. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to give it a little bath. Sort of, kind of. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of stuck here today because we can't, I don't have any MAF sensor cleaner. I guess I ran out, so I'm going to have to go over to the auto store and buy some. They have an actual spray for cleaning MAF sensors, so I think it should be fine. And it'll help clean some of this gunk on the outside. Clean the outside and the inside. It's a little dirty on the inside. Just a little bit. So, but what you want is you want to make sure there's no dirt on this little wire here. This little, whatever it is, it looks like a resistor or something. So that it actually does look clean though, so I think it's fine. But since we got it out of the car, we might as well go clean it, right? So I will go buy some MAF sensor cleaner. Alright, so I guess that's it for tonight. All we really have left to do is I'm going to get some compressed air and blow it through this to get some of the dust off of it. And then we'll spray it with some K&N oil. Okay, and then we're going to go put some RTV around this guy here, so it's sealed. This will never come off anyways, you know. It's not supposed to come off because the filter just goes right on it. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just put some around the edge here, and then that should make a good seal. And the back side, I think it'll be okay because it has this rubber gasket, so I don't know why it doesn't have a gasket on both sides, so it should have. Maybe it does. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, you know what? It does. I'm not sure. But just in case, we'll put some RTV around this. It's no big deal. We don't have to, but I'll do it anyways. And then we gotta get the MAF sensor cleaner. We'll clean the MAF sensor inside and out. Clean the little pins here for the connector. And then it should be good to go. Okay? And then we'll put it all back together. And then after that, we got to get working on the fuel injectors. These guys. I don't know if I want to get some new seals for it. The seals on this look okay. Yeah. Well, this one's kind of hard. So we'll see. We're gonna go clean them, and I'll show you guys how. Supposedly, I've never done it before, but there's a trick that you can do to clean them with carb cleaner. All right, so I guess that's it for tonight. I gotta go buy some MAF sensor cleaner, and then that's it. So what we did just now is we kind of took off all these sensors because they're kind of in the way when we're installing it in the car. So we took them off. I took the can off right here. What I can do is wash this. I'll probably wash it when the sun comes up. But yeah, the inside's pretty dirty. The outside's actually pretty clean. So we'll go ahead and clean this guy, and then